Abducted and trafficked VTuber used as human ashtray for 6 months. Goddamn.
Porin has uploaded her first video in roughly 6 months. Her absence, the result of her being a victim of human trafficking, an experience she shared in her most recent.
VTuber is getting used for human trafficking? What? That escalated quickly.
Video uploaded to Bilibili.
And then hearing someone call out to her. Turning, some people came up to her saying, "Your internet IP was hacked. We are police and you must come with us to make a statement." And before she could do anything, they took her away in a van.
So after that, they drove to a far-away village.
What the hell? They basically LARPed as police and then just like kidnapped her. What the hell?
I don't even know where it is. And I was sold to a mid-age auntie. That auntie always ordered me about. She beats me.
She was sold to a mid-age auntie? What the hell? Man, this... What has happened? What is happening? You can't hack an IP?
Me or scolds me if I
don't
don't do
know.
well.
I don't know about that.
She happens to smoke. It's okay if she smokes. The problem is that she doesn't have an ashtray, so she would put her cigarettes out on my own arm.
Whoa, that went from 0 to 100 real quick. Yeah, VTuber is escalating here.
Rescued me. Maybe it's a silver lining, though I lived in that place for 6 months without any contacts with the world, have some minor injuries, and I have no idea what happened these days. I am back on streaming. I am still optimistic. It doesn't bother me.
Bailin Porin was a small Chinese corpo VTuber who made her entry on the scene as part of the first generation of a brand new agency called Mofu-F. As was customary back then, she released an introduction video on September 24th, 2021. 4 days later, a music video that showcased her remarkable singing skills was released. Porin then officially debuted on Bilibili on October 4th. As much effort as she put in her videos and stream,
you're much better. That's good to hear.
But being a VTuber was her dream.
Holy, that upgrade is insane, Rima. That is an insane upgrade from the model.
Persevered. But on November 1st, 2021, Bailin Porin posted her last message before suspending her activities and disappearing for several months. People started to question, where is Bailin? But the agency she belonged to, Mofu-F, remained strangely silent on the matter and did not make any kind of official statement regarding her activities for nearly half a year. No one hears a single word from Bailin for about 6 months. But on May 4th of the next year, things change. Bailin Porin suddenly reappears. She made announcing her return to streaming and resumes her activity as if nothing happened.
So wait. She got human trafficked and then to return to streaming. Like nothing happened. She is stronger than most.
Her Bilibili feed and conducts live streams on Bilibili for about 3 days, but of course, the questions didn't die down. Her fans kept on pressing her for answers until she realized she wouldn't be able to ignore this any longer. And so on May 21st of 2022 at 5:05 p.m, she decided to drop a video where she explains where she's been this whole time. And what she revealed in that video was something no one could have expected. In that video, Porin reveals the harrowing incidents she went through.
大家好，我慢了。
And then she tearfully explains how she got kidnapped and ruthlessly suffered abuse after being sold to a middle-aged woman, a woman whom she refers to as auntie, who forced her to do some manual work and used her to put out cigarettes on her arm.
那是一个乌漆嘛黑的夜晚，是我们当时正走在回家的路上， 然后当时就听见后面有人在喊睡魔，然后睡魔就回头，然后他们就几个人直接就上来说你家网络 IP 被人去盗用了，我们是警察，你要跟我们去做一下口供，然后还没有等睡魔怀疑，他们就直接咔邦一下把睡魔。
That is so scummy. Abusing the trust into like government, basically like authority, to traffic a woman. That is insane.
拉进了面包车，然后睡魔当时还是有手机的，然后睡魔当时也没有怀疑，因为是警察也不太好怀疑嘛。然后
It's crazy how chill she just explains that. That is really crazy.
然后就被拉进面包车，然后当时睡魔还发信息给朋友说，我现在在警车上，回去再给你祝生日祝福。然后这就是睡魔的最后临别
It's
之
fully
言。
functional. You just can't sweat or grow hair,
一个从来都不找
and you see can see the scars.
在那里被卖给了一个中年的阿姨，然后那个阿姨天天使唤睡魔，然后
Really?
做的不好就要打骂呀，然后那个阿姨还抽烟，她抽烟她就算了，她连烟灰缸她都不舍得买，她往睡魔的手臂上。
Aww.
And then she explains how she has been
How
cut
just
off
like
from the
semi-calmly she explains that is insane. I hope she's doing better now, and she has
world during her abduction
people supporting
and how
her.
she escaped the situation.
有时候就是虽然出去的很少吧，但是他会出去，就是找到了一个特定的时间点出去，但是还是没有逃成功，只能说还是没有逃成功。就是本来是我们都以为啊自己的一辈子就要在那里过了，但是没想到就差不多半年之后，就是现在睡魔回来差不多这个时间，被警察救出来了。就说是看着很像失踪人员名单上的一个某个人，然后就给救回来了。虽然这算是什么呢？这算是不幸中的万幸。
Around the time this video drops, another
Yeah, she just explained that super calmly. Most people would not have that.
shocking news story of A-level wanted list of 6 human traffickers starts going around. 3 of them have already been arrested, and the other 3 are still on the run, which ends up giving a lot of weight to Porin's story. And even though
Scars tell a story. A truer statement could have not been made. That is true.
she didn't provide any evidence in her video, people rallied behind her in support of the traumatic event she went through. During that time, her popularity skyrocketed, making her the most popular VTuber on Bilibili, surpassing even Vox Akuma.
God damn! That is a crazy feat to surpass Vox Akuma.
The video's popularity soared rapidly, with views reaching 800,000 in a short period. In a matter of days, her follower count surged from less than 1,000 subscribers to an impressive 25,000. After the video was released, most netizens expressed sympathy for Baylin's misfortune, offering comfort and consolation in the comment section of her post. However, the next day, netizens started to harbor doubts. After all, Baylin had not provided any evidence to her crazy story, and many started to question the claim that Baylin's Porin's 6-month absence from broadcasting was actually due to her being trapped. On May 21st, Billy's ghost
Lodred
animal
Strength!
VTuber from the Novo
Thank you for
channel
the sub.
released
I
a video
appreciate it.
directly
I appreciate it
refuting
a lot.
Porin,
Thank you, thank you,
claiming
thank you,
that
thank
her
you.
self-proclaimed trafficking was a complete lie. After the video's release, Novo channel raised 2 more points of suspicion. First, that some posts from March were liked, and this was supposed to be in the period where she...
Don't tell me this all comes down to a lie. I dare you. Yeah, I know, but the problem is, like, if you don't censor it, I know, I hate that that is a YouTube problem. I hate that they censor suicide. I hate that they censor self-harm. They should not censor this. I hate terms like unalive. I hate it. Call it what it really is. I hate it. However, without the monetization, she cannot make these videos, and sometimes I'd much rather have this information get out and be a little censored than it not get out. You know what I mean?
She was kidnapped, but this could also be due to them being pinned posts. Secondly, how could someone who claimed to have been cut off from the outside world for half a year be so familiar with the winter flower meme, which only became popular in
Winter
February
flower
and
meme.
March of this year? And so for context, the winter flower meme that popped off in February to March is from a song that became highly popular. And Bailin had came back and made a joke referring to that tweet on her very first return stream. So if Bailin truly did not have access to the internet, how did she know about that meme?
Please don't let this be a story where she lied about this. You don't lie about this. That is disgusting if it is the case. Please don't.
Following this, Novo channel was criticized and reported by Bailin's fans and some passerby. This video sparked a massive internet conflict and divided the fanbase between the skeptics and the believers. The ones who mistrusted her were victim blaming after this girl had went to very traumatic events, and the believers were easily convinced individuals who blindly believed anything. Soon after though, the Novo channel claimed that the video was deleted by Billy, and the channel...
I know it means the same, but like, the censorship around it is just weird. If I remember correctly, Shondo like got also banned on Twitch for what was it? For talking about it. She was a little drunk, I think, and she talked about like self-harm and stuff, and Twitch banned her for that. They unbanned her because the pressure was too high, and Twitch is not that guy. Twitch is not him. Twitch folded after a day.
Goes completely silent. However, the automatic reply message left on their Billy account was thought-provoking. I cannot provide screenshots of the chat history at this time. If necessary, please try contacting me again.
Yeah, it's kind of nitpicky. Like, I don't know, maybe... I don't know, maybe she did have access to the internet, and it was maybe monitored. That could be the case.
Her manual response. She was not trafficked, but was sent to a cult-like organization similar to Yuzang Academy. The
Cannot send pictures of the chat history if you need any help manually. She was not trafficked, but was sent to an organization similar to Yuzang Academy. The wonderful experience in the video was fake, but being isolated from the world for 6 months was real. Okay, that is weird.
suicide attempt shown in the video is staged, but it is true that she was completely isolated from the outside world for 6 months. The blurry QQ chat records are authentic. The timestamps embedded in QQ chat history cannot be fabricated with Photoshop. My questioning of her story is valid, but her actual experience is indeed distressing, and she should not be subjected to further pressure. Please remain calm and objective and wait for the release of a new video with further information.
Now, I don't think this has anything to do with the youth and being too sensitive. Sure, like, are Zoomers more sensitive than, like, millennials and, like, the previous generation? Sure. I would agree with that. But this is a an ad issue and sponsorship issue, because the people that show their ads on YouTube, they don't like that. Maybe someone sent her that meme while she was away. That could be the
Either
case.
side should be driven by a self-righteous sense of justice. There's a lot to unpack here, but basically Yuzhang Academy is a Chinese school that faced allegations of using cruel and inhumane methods to cure internet addiction in teenagers. Former
Wow, this got real quick. Yeah, it would kind of make sense why she wouldn't say that. It makes sense why because she, you know, criticizing China is not a good idea.
students that went there have reported being beaten with iron rulers, whipped with steel cables, and locked naked in windowless cells for extended periods. The camp charges a hefty fee and targets parents desperate to address their children's internet addiction. The academy was shut down in 2017 after several...
Yeah, right, she allegedly had no access to the internet, so... or a phone in this case. True, yeah.
reports of abuse and detention, and the perpetrators got sentenced for a meager 2 years in prison with a 5-year ban from the education sector. So what the Novo channel...
If you did something like that in any other country in the West, you'd be gone forever. You would not be able to work as a teacher, but these motherfuckers are still allowed then.
was alleging is that Porin was sent to a similar academy to Yuzhang Academy, which would explain her loss of internet access and abuse allegations, but not that she was technically abducted. To add another layer to this, a screenshot of a private chat purportedly with Bailin Porin herself had gone viral on Bilibili. It details a conversation between Bailin and one of her friends. I was abused by my parents. It's like a school similar to a juvenile detention center. 6 months of mental torment. I don't want to go back. Reply on D site. She attempts to lighten the mood with a laugh. The other question that was raised is why did the kidnappers not take her phone away immediately? They let her send...
Then she was still abducted and still abused for 6 months. The traffic part, maybe it might not that might not be true, but I can see why she would lie about this, as again criticizing like how China handles things might not be a good idea.
And a single text message, according to the retelling of her story. That doesn't really make sense. And another point of contention that netizens raised is that the quote-unquote auntie she was sold to was described as a really stingy woman who wouldn't even bother to purchase an ashtray. But she decided to splurge on purchasing what is essentially a human slash mate. In response to the netizens' doubts, Mofu F, her agency, started heavily moderating theirs and Bailin's account.
Did she just censor slave? Goddamn.
Any comments in the comment section that questioned the authenticity of Bailin's trafficking or even demanded a thorough investigation of the matter were promptly deleted. Finally, on May 22nd, Mofu F decides to drop a statement to clarify the matter. Bailin's last offline period was from October 27, 2021 to May 4, 2022, when she resumed online activity. After discussions with Bailin, we decided to publicly clarify the reasons for her absence. On May 21st, we entrusted Bailin to explain the situation. Due to the unexpected surge in online discussion and the agency's initial lack of preparation, we sincerely apologize to everyone.
It's not. But again, I don't know what YouTube specifically, what words YouTube doesn't like. So she might not get demonetized for it. But she censored it out of, like, fear that she might. Again, YouTube, when it comes to censorship, is really an odd place.
Everyone for any concerns caused by this incident. We are deeply grateful for everyone's concern for Bailin and other parties involved. Considering the mental health of those involved, we have decided to take a temporary break. Bailin is a kind and passionate girl, which is why she returned to the VTuber industry. We are very grateful for everyone's support for Bailin and hope that everyone will not dwell on this matter. Our entire team sincerely hopes that Bailin can bring her dreams to life soon. But the statement had a problem. Her agency claimed she was absent from October 27th to May 4th. But if you look at Porin's post, she posted on September 1st, 2021, which is after the supposed last contact with her agency.
What? This gets worse and worse.
So the timelines didn't add up. It actually caused
Timelines did not add up. That's wild.
outrage. Internet sleuths started asking
This is-
questions. Rats started
This is
forming.
interesting.
And the agency quickly took down the post. After Bailin released the video on May 21st, the incident
This gives me some Nichi Sanji type energy.
of the virtual streamer being attracted media attention, particularly from Hong Kong and Taiwan media outlets at first. And then slowly, it became a matter of national news. On May 23rd and May 25th, Yahoo Taiwan and Hong Kong's Oriental Daily News respectively reported on the incident, raising public awareness of human trafficking in China, which had become a hot topic at the time. Now, it would be an understatement to say that Taiwan
Unfortunate, yes. Censored, no, that is true. Just like other things as well. Censoring just softens and waters down the things. I don't like it.
and China have had political tensions and baggage in the past. And so
Because
it's
still to this day, it is a real issue. There's still slaves currently existing.
no surprise to find these articles written from a highly critical lens. Specifically, this event took place at a critical juncture amidst the ongoing discussions about connecting hysteria in China. And this is reflected in this Chinese article that showcases diverse reactions from netizens, ranging from complete belief in her story to skepticism and surprise that worse did not occur to her. To provide some
So it basically makes you feel, what's the term, groggy? Is that what we call it?
context regarding why kidnapping was a prominent issue in China and why the country was perceived as dangerous, let me share two stories that received national attention during that time. The first one was the Xuzu chained woman incident, which was also a case of human trafficking, but also of false imprisonment, and severe mistreatment.
God damn. Whoa. We're getting into some deep stuff today again.
This story gained attention on January 22nd after a video of a woman chained to a wall and who had given birth to 8 children.
What the actual fuck? And again, flood the earth, I don't care. Whoa. Turned into a literal baby factory. That is insane. This is vile. This is evil. I hope that resulted in like death penalty or anything. I hope that the people responsible for this got removed from Earth. I don't care.
Went viral in China, sparking a significant public outcry. Due to strict political control and censorship media in China, many of the country's top investigators had left, and netizens who demanded answers had to dig up into the story themselves. Some were even arrested during their investigation. But what really had a lasting impact into the audience's skepticism from law enforcement services was when local authorities attempted to cover up the human trafficking claims on January 28th by saying that the woman had actually been married to a local man and was just mentally ill. They basically tried to dismiss the case. However, mounting pressure forced them to conduct a second investigation, which led
Local people living there. Yo, I hope all of these people got their punishment that they
to
deserved.
several
I don't care.
incarcerations, including her
This is
alleged
vile,
husband.
this is evil.
The story really put a limelight on the issues of human trafficking of rural women and children in China, and this topic was at the center of discussion around that time. It also made it so people mainly distrusted what was presented to them and felt like authorities could not be trusted to tell them the truth. Secondly, a story of a VTuber exploitation faced public scrutiny around May 10th. The most popular VTuber idol group in China, ASOL, experienced a sudden departure of a group member named Carol, saddening viewers. However, as netizens slowly learned the truth, this sadness turned into widespread outrage as they learned more about the whole story.
So there was another
Carol
one.
started to post on his personal account about workplace abuse and bullying from management. They allegedly weren't even paid 1% of their revenue, but
Hey, that reminds me of Nichi Sanji. They don't like to pay their employees and VTubers too. That reminds me of them.
0.5% of their subscription base. That's
Goddamn.
insane. If you guys want to know more about the story, let me know in the comments below, and I will probably release a video about it in the next few weeks. Anyway, the whole point of all of this is to showcase that VTubers very rarely made the news in China. But the combination of the ASOL scandal and the chained woman human trafficking cover-up controversy made it so Bailin's story was propelled to the forefront of national news.
If I ever get the chance to join a VTuber agency, I will not do that. I refuse.
Attaining unprecedented prominence and resonating far beyond the initial scope anyone would have anticipated. So now that the story is getting foreign attention, China also wants to look into it. After all, this is putting a negative light on both VTubers and the country itself. So police launched their own investigation. And as the story gains traction day by day, it gets put under intense scrutiny. But mostly netizens start to question, why are VTuber agencies so bad? Why do so many awful things happen to VTubers? As the rare occasions they heard about virtual idols were these two stories.
Why do so many bad things happen to VTubers? Well, first of all, there's parasocial fans. And they sometimes also lose the fight with their inner demons and then start stalking people. That's just something that happens. Aside from that, because they're idols and like popular and seen as objects, basically. That's what it is.
More questions and theories arise. People start pointing out that the agency actually never made an announcement when Bailin disappeared. In fact, they had ignored it, and they didn't seem worried at all until she came back. It was only then that they finally decided
If I stop posting videos and streaming, y'all know I have been kidnapped.
to post an announcement. That was pretty suspicious. Another theory that surfaced around the time was that the quote-unquote auntie was just a transit point because of the quote-unquote stock pressure that happened at the time, either due to COVID lockdown or because of police investigating human trafficking. No! But on May 31st, 2022, around 8 p.m., things were going to change. Mofu F's account posted an update stating that after an investigation by them and the police, it was confirmed that Porin's claim of being trafficked was fabricated, and they issued a clarification regarding the false information. On May 21st, 2022...
So, the own agency threw them under the bus. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. If this happened to me here in the West, I would 100% leave that agency. Bye-bye. I'd start over as an indie. And people would probably notice very quickly.
Porin released a video titled "About My Disappearance for Half a Year and Being Trapped." No! After police verification, the content of the video is untrue. This has occupied public resources and brought negative social impact. We sincerely apologize.
Damn, her social credit score must be in the negatives now.
That same day, a popular Bilibili police influencer by the name of Jiangning's Granny, who usually weighs in on different topics involving police investigations, as he's also part of the Nanjing police, posted on Weibo as an insider, revealing more info on the investigation. He reposted the update, confirming the police investigation was indeed true, and added, "No need to overthink this, you don't have to worry about whether it's true or not. The police investigated immediately and even provided assistance. It was quite a hassle, involving many different locations. In the end, there was no such case. As for other matters, let's leave it at that. Tomorrow is Children's Day. Everyone enjoy the holiday, and let's end this here." At the end of the statement, when users commented, "Will there be any arrests? Shall we expect any official announcement?" Jianing Granny's reply was mysterious. He said, "Please really consider what my last sentence means." He was indeed hinting that Porin was a minor. That's
She was a minor? She was a minor? That makes shit even worse.
statement attracted more than 3,000 comments in just one day. This also explains why he couldn't comment further on the case and why he didn't say anything about Balin facing charges. It also kind of corroborates the whole juvenile school theory. Speculations swirled even further with these new revelations. In China, you are allowed to hire minors to work in VTubing agency as long as they're 16 years old. But in Porin's introduction video, she introduces herself as a 15-year-old character. Was she really 15?
Uh-oh. Why is everything I watch involving minors? What is going on? Why? Leave the kids alone.
Or just canonically 15? We don't really know. But if that was the case, people now wondered if it was actually the agency who had hidden her away for half a year until she did turn 16, so she could resume her broadcasting activities. Balin's Porin's Billy.
You know what's funny? The people that call Lollicon's PDF files and then get outed as PDF files themselves. That is funny. There is somebody who LARPs as God on Twitter. Yeah. Guess what the Lollicons did? The Lollicons exposed him as an actual PDF file. And nobody else. They cooked the God LARPer. It is insane.
Billy account was then permanently banned by Bilibili, and Porin's video detailing her being published on May 21st was promptly deleted. And that was the fall of the first domino, setting off a chain reaction that would bring the end of Porin's rise in popularity. On June 1st, 2022, Bilibili's official account issued a notice informing the public of Balin's misconduct in fabricating her experience to gain traffic. They also announced the launch of a platform-wide investigation into MCNs, which is...
It'd be insane if she was telling the truth and like the entirety of China just went against her. That'd be insane.
Agencies are constituted of. And with a statement that rang so strangely similar as her agency's corrective statement, with words such as disrupting the normal order of the community and negative social impact, they strongly condemned her actions. Recently, the UP Porin fabricated a story about being trapped in a video, which caused widespread concern among users and a great deal of social discussion. On May 31st, her affiliated MCN agency confirmed through other channels that the UP had fabricated the story and used deceptive methods to gain traffic, violating the basic principle of authenticity for UPs, disrupting the normal order of the community, and causing serious negative social impact. According to community rules, we have permanently banned her.
But if you're over 18, still largely considered judgmental. Here as well.
Issues of false content. Once any violations are found, we will take actions and impose corresponding penalties. Furthermore, the community will continue to crack down on content including fabricating
All is
stories,
good.
spreading rumors, and malicious hype. We will gather and investigate related content and permanently ban accounts that create and spread unverifiable information. The community will also participate in and support relevant investigations by law enforcement agencies to help maintain order and healthy environment within the community. Following the incident, apart from the announcement issued on May 31st, her agency remained silent. The planned recruitment of new virtual livers has been halted. Among its VTubers, beside Balin Porin, who was now permanently banned, and Sakura Kano, who had previously announced a long-term hiatus due to internal disagreements, the live streaming activities of the other two VTubers within the agencies have also been completely suspended, without any notice. Western content creators who had been following the story also reported on the matter, but of course, after the recent events that had transpired in China, they showed a little bit more skepticism towards the CCP reports.
Yeah, understandable. You just can't trust the Chinese. That's just the way it is, and kind of like, would she lie about this? Because, like, she wouldn't gain anything out of this. Like, telling it would also not really harness any success, because, like, we see now that she got punished. Like, it says, hey, it's true. She got punished for it.
Which is fair, and that's where the Western coverage of the story pretty much ends. But things don't stop from escalating in Asia. After the video was proven to be fabricated on June 1st, Phoenix News Media's video department reported the incident on its official Weibo account as well. One segment in particular caused another set of controversy amongst the communities. It said, it is reported that the VTuber owner used a female voice in the video. The video is 5 minutes and 53 seconds long. Because of the wording of the article claiming she was using a female voice, this caused a whole new set of allegations against Porin. Through a game of telephone, multiple news articles also started reporting on this topic, and the story focus changed. Now, it was not only that she faked her kidnapping, but she also faked being a woman. Her
Shit just got worse. Shit just got worse. Wild. that this entire story is just like so muddy and so
aunties went even harder at her. They wanted to.
This entire situation is so muddy because it comes out of China that nobody knows what is actually going on. Nobody knows. This is just chaos. It is muddy. This feels like the Tiger situation all over again.
See her punished. This article states, the kind of man pretending to be a woman drama is undoubtedly more interesting than a scam related to human.
No!
As a result, another group of netizens were attracted to pay attention to this matter. After that, there was also a debate on gender issues in the comment section of Weibo, which is common. Eventually, an article sets the record straight. According to Weibo users, Porin is indeed a woman. Even the so-called voice changer is just a common way for VTubers to make their voice sounds more appealing during live broadcast, similar to turning on the beauty filter when taking photos. Throughout this whole saga, Porin's gender had changed several times from male and then from male back to female. This one incident had given rise to countless opposing views.
Wait. From Porin's claim that she was to public authorities' intervention to refute the rumor. Porin's gender changed from female to male and then from male back to female. Just one incident gave rise to countless opposing views and conflicts. What is going on? What the fuck is going on?
Conflicts between different camps. As the story was initially centered around human trafficking, the narrative unexpectedly transformed into a tale of deception, gossip, and lies. Something that brought a whole new wave of onlookers to join the discussion, for better or for worse. Amidst the backlash of people calling out for Balin to get punished for fabricating lies, a lawyer speaks out on the matter and told reporters that since the account fabricated false content, violated the platform regulations and more, the platform should strengthen the management and maintain the atmosphere and environment of the platform. Also, in the case of spreading rumors intentionally disturbing public order,
Yeah, nobody knows what's going on at this point anymore. Nobody knows what's going on. Imagine if the entirety of China against you. That is wild.
The public security organs may impose
Nobody
on the
knows what's going on here.
perpetrator a detention of 5 days or more than 10 days, and may also impose a fine of up to 500 yuan. If the circumstances are less serious, the perpetrator shall be sentenced to less than 5 days of detention or a fine up to 500 yuan. By the end of this whole controversy, there was more support to have Porin banned than concern towards kidnapping attempts. To give you a scope of the amplitude of this, as of July 10th, 2022, the related hashtag UP disappears for half a year and reveals being tracked and abused had 8.36 million views, and the hashtag Billy permanently bans UP for fabricating trafficking experience had 10.56 million views. People and priorities. In the end, Porin's claims caused some serious damage.
Basically, like, the entirety of China is your enemy. The question is, like, again, nobody knows what's really going on, and if this is true, and she said that, like, what she said is true, then this is kinda scary. This is kinda, ugh.
According to this article on 1818.3, her lies caused the arrest of her agency owner. After she was released, she lied to the head of the society and said she was abducted. The identity information she provided was also false. She provided an identity of a college student, but in fact, she was underage. In 2001, the head of the association
$71? Okay.
was persuaded to help produce and release the video of the
Wow.
alleged trafficking. Because the video received so many views, someone called the police, causing the group leader and the person in charge of making the video to be arrested. The society leader is still in custody.
There is a lot, and I say a lot, of censored words in this.
Police also asked the society leader to take down the video today. My friend deleted it. The family of the head of the association is also looking for a new lawyer to prepare for a lawsuit. This matter has already happened. Serious consequences have occurred. It is really hard to see many people blaming the community for being irresponsible. The club tried to contact her during the half year she was out of touch, but they couldn't get through, so they thought she was dead. The police are still handling this matter, and the final result will definitely be reported by the police. Yes, but since it is not an important case, it may take quite some time. But today, Porin and
I think I think personally that this will just yield the result of she lied and she gets punished for it. I think that's gonna be the result of this whole thing. Even if she didn't lie, that's gonna be the outcome, I feel like. You love foreign English accents? Not trying to be rude. No issue, no problem, man. No problem whatsoever. You wanna vomit just watching this video. It feels weird to watch this, not knowing, like, the truth. And, like, what's actually going on, and, like, the practices that China has. That is a bit weird. You like the Swedish accent? I like it. I like it. I like every accent that has some like German and French is also pretty crazy. That's kind of hard. Bro really thought he cooked. I got a chat message. Bro thought he cooks, but the message is removed. Bro thinks he cooks. Sorry, big G ball, big balls. You're not winning. Suck my dick. I'm gonna remove you from the channel. Bye. You got removed, bro. Man, I hate these motherfuckers. Coming into my chat and behaving this way.
Mofu F agency are
Get
gone
fucked,
and
retard.
disappeared. Their
I don't
tenure
care.
was short, and they were not able to survive the disastrous barrage of negative scrutiny this controversy had brought them. After all, the whole country was upset at them for disrupting public order and blamed them for causing significant social impact. Obviously, foreign
I chose
actors
violence.
have had
Get
their
fucked,
own
retard.
incentive to criticize China and cast suspicions on her authorities. So there's still a large amount of doubt around the matter outside of the country. But who is really telling the truth? Is this just another
Nobody will know. We will never know what the truth is. It is super weird, but yeah. I got a message where this person says that they touched themselves. But bro is no more. Bro has been permanently removed from the channel. Bye.
story, or did Porin really lie about her
Show
abduction?
your feet!
We may never know. But what is certain is that there
I don't get the obsession with feet and hands. Feet when it comes to women, and hands when women like men, like when it comes from women to men. Like what? Like, dude. He gave you mod just for that, and you kept his chat clean for over a year.
were several
Yeah,
details
true.
in her story that did
I
not
mean,
add up.
it's
Did she do
wild.
it
It's
for
just
views?
wild.
It was
It's
the
just-
biggest growth she's ever had after all in her career. But it also got
Why
the
be
opposite
disrespectful?
result with getting her channel terminated. Her account is now suspended, but weirdly enough, it's
Yeah, it goes for a lot of the news from China. True. True.
still there, available to be viewed, like a snapshot, stuck in time. In the end, this is just the story of another girl who was thrusted into the spotlight and just as quickly, immediately forgotten. If you enjoyed this video,
He's
don't
a super
forget
nice
to give
guy.
a like,
Okay.
a comment, and subscribe. And make sure to head on to uwumarket.com.
Hey. No ad for your degenerate merchandise. I'm good. Yeah, it's just like, man, if you come into this chat, everyone is welcome. Just don't be a dick. That's literally it. Just don't be a dick.